Nachos. Hey man, these nachos good as a motherfucker around here. And check this out. I was hungry, Jack. I had to go ahead and hook up some nachos, goddammit. Shit, with some motherfucking meatballs. I don't give a fuck what it was. I want some cheese on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I keep it real when it come down to it. I need to heat these motherfuckers up one more time, you know. But shit, I keep it real, you know. Wait, hold on. Wait, 7, 8. 5, 4. But we getting it rolling, man. I'm getting a little faded, you know. This Canadian whiskey, you know. This shit set in at the wrong time, you know. But it's all cool, you know. Let me send a code to John. Yeah, what's good? What's good? Welcome back. Your mic on?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Like he was getting a little sleepy over there.
I'm always sleepy. I'm high.
Well, I guess that settles it, you know. But then,
you know what? I promise you, it's just so I don't give a fuck. I don't need to be giving a fuck about nothing, so I get high.
I know that's right. I mean, shit, do what you do.
And no YouTube watchers, this is not a fucking cry for help. Mind your goddamn business.
Ooh, what YouTube?
It will back up in the building.
What YouTube? What am talking about, dude?
I said I like to get high because I like not giving a fuck.
I know that's right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Look, I have to give a fuck too much at work. I be need to turn. I can't cut my brain off. This is the best thing.
Yeah, you helping people. You should. You can't cut it off.
Oh, you know what? I had a fucked up moment because you know I work under the MOC, so we deal with sometimes we deal with hospital discharges, our patients that get admitted, our patients that die. I found out through my job that one of my friends died of cancer.
Wow. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Real shit.
Like, damn it, she wasn't that old. So it's like, listen, man, I see this a lot in young men around y'all ages and our ages. So I'm finna tell y'all. I know y'all don't like the exam, but y'all need to go. Once y'all hit 45, start getting y'all prostate checked.
Damn.
No, I'm serious.
Hey, I want a female doctor, and I want her to take me out
died
first.
At 43. He died at 43
I want a
from colon
female
cancer.
doctor, and I want her to take me out before we do all that.
And she better look like Lisa.
Right, and she better look decent.
There you go. Now I gotta give you the face as a friend. Look,
I ain't giving out no goodies for free.
I gotta give you the face as a friend. Just pray that it's
Hey, she ain't getting no goodie while taking me out.
So I mean, but honestly, so you rather the whole motherfucker just fall out, honestly, than have somebody check it.
I mean,
put me out. Put me one of them gas things.
I mean, shit.
Let me go to sleep and then do what
I had it done, and it was the worst. One of the worst.
So I can feel violated afterwards.
It was horrible.
I'm gonna sue the shit out of the doctor.
Y'all get on my.
Oh, you see Johnny? You see Johnny?
You see Johnny?
Really?
Johnny,
Johnny, I'm gonna scratch you the fuck up when I see you.
I can't stand that. I got 3 sisters. I hate being scratched.
Hey, you know what, Johnny?
He plays so hard. He plays too much.
No. And Johnny, just for that, I'm gonna scratch you with my goddamn toenails. Okay?
God damn, you know them motherfuckers gonna break.
That was my son's threat when he was little. I'm gonna scratch you with my toenails.
Oh, Ebony, I also found out who it was. It was Dwayne Dean.
No.
He did Dwayne Dean.
No.
That was my last shot. That was they was cutest.
I know, because that means that y'all really wasn't paying attention to girls. But anywho,
You like
Oh,
Dean?
wow. And she walk around on Austin getting all the men she want.
Oh, me?
Linnell Ridgel.
No.
Go right into the world and get whatever she wanted.
Wait, you see my face? You see my face?
You like Dean?
No to Linnell.
He said, you like Dean?
Like that
James
means
Holiday.
you like Holiday? Are you
James
about-
Holiday went with my friend. He dated my friend our senior year, so no.
He's on
Royal Waits, if he like girls.
No.
Dean was that dude. Like
DeJuan Morgan.
DeJuan Morgan.
No.
Man. You like Dean?
Who is these damn
He
people
loved
y'all
Dean.
know? What year they graduated? What year you graduated, L?
He probably left.
84.
Yeah.
Oh.
Light skin in the city, work out and shit. You know, that type of nigga.
Kevin Holmes.
Kevin Hart.
No.
It ain't too many more niggas left, goddammit. Terrence Wilson.
No.
Lorenzo Pullen.
Who the fuck?
He
No.
was a dancing nigga too.
He's one
No.
of them. He's
Yeah, like them dancing niggas.
one of them.
Yep.
You doing the footwork?
She like those
What
niggas.
about me?
Hey, Kadar, you
What
doing the
is it
footwork?
about me?
Oh,
Honestly,
shit.
honestly, what is it about me that y'all would think I want me a dancing ass nigga? Honestly, what is it about me that make y'all think that? Like,
You
honestly,
from the West
I
Side.
don't know, Ed.
You from the West Side.
You just look like you don't give a fuck.
You one of the main attraction niggas.
you know what? I
Ed
don't
look like
give
he
a
just
fuck,
don't
and
give
I
a fuck.
definitely, I prefer to not give a fuck while watching somebody dance their asses around. So no,
Uriah Cooper.
no.
She don't give a fuck.
Vernon Hester.
No,
They
first
act like
of
them
all,
dancing niggas.
first of all,
Them
I never
footwork
said
niggas.
I never said it was anybody in my class.
You didn't say that. You
So
didn't.
she like this somebody in 92. She
92.
like one of them old dudes. Old cat daddies.
92.
She like them old cat daddies.
Wait a minute, hold on. It was 87. I'm just bullshitting.
Like, God damn, man.
I'm gonna read all these
Ed looking
books.
for our
goddamn.
future. She like, shit, I need somebody with a
I
pension.
think she was
Oh,
trying
here
to.
we go, right here.
I need somebody with a pension.
Look,
Got
it's
they
like
shit
this. Even
together.
if you said the person's name, I would never admit to it. So this is
Oh,
one
well,
of
in
those
that
things
case, it was,
that
Ev said she wants
me.
somebody with a pension
It was
that
me.
worked for GE for 30 years.
I want
They got
pension,
that
Social
pension set to the
Security.
side.
401k. Yeah, I'll take a Morgan Freeman right about now at this point in the game. Shit, powder his ass, put him to sleep, and go to the casino. Fuck it.
Right.
Feed him,
How do I
burp him,
take
and
this
put him
down?
to sleep. She said, feed him, burp him, and put him to sleep.
Hell
And make
yeah.
sure that check roll in.
Make sure
Yeah,
that life
we get
plate
every
charge
first
the
of the
fuck up,
month.
because I'm out.
I'm gonna say do like my ex-husband, auntie best friend. His cousin got married. She came into the marriage with her man in a wheelchair. And she
Damn.
had the little pump it up thing for his little dangling in her purse.
God damn.
Oh, now that's love. That's love right there.
Man, that man was on his last leg. She was putting all that for the
Look,
insurance money.
Tamika.
Yeah, he
Tamika.
had it other
Hey,
lady.
Tamika. Tamika, that nigga had one foot on the grave and the other on the banana peel.
Damn.
He's still
I'm
over there
so
beating it up though.
I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
no. He didn't beat up
He just
nothing.
give me,
He
he just
didn't
give
He
me
was
He
beating
didn't
it up.
beat up
pump it
nothing.
up.
That's what I'm
He
just
doing
saying.
it
He
like the
beat up that.
Reeboks.
She was pumping it up for him.
Yeah, like, hey,
Doing
baby,
that Reebok.
pump me
Like
up
them
super fast.
Reeboks.
I'm
Pump
about to
it
feel
up.
this.
I didn't know that shit really worked.
Yeah,
Hey, if you
yeah,
a
yeah.
doctor, you
I
should
tell
know.
you,
Do
I
it.
tell you,
Doctor, I'm not a
rolled that
doctor. I just
man
play one on
in.
TikTok.
Like, well,
She rolled that man in that wheelchair, and she brought the pump it up to show her friends what she did. But yeah, he was on his last leg. So
What type
yeah.
of shit is that? Why is she showing her friends? What the fuck?
right.
Cause you know, as a
Let me
black
ask a
woman,
question,
we
and I know
we
this totally.
hypocritical around here.
Look, I got questions about it, and I know this is usually nothing I even talk about, but when they pump it, can they pump it to make it like bigger than what it was, or it's just
Yeah, that's what she did. Nah,
For real?
she pumped.
Oh
No,
my
she
God.
she pumped it up to
Your dick is
give
only
it-
gonna get
to
so
give it
big.
width.
Ev like, I gotta be careful around these old dudes.
Everybody's up there listening. So where I get one? Can I get one off of Central? What the
Look,
sale is that?
Hey, go to
Hey,
eBay.
look,
You can
hey,
get one off of
Will.
eBay.
Might
And
be
be like, Johnny,
That girl.
Johnny, you can get one off of eBay.
a goddamn snake in the bed.
She,
Be a
she got
snake in the bed.
leaning over to her boyfriend like, "Hey, Leroy, listen here. We got to make a run tomorrow."
Be like, what's wrong? Look, you fuck around, that nigga die. Be like, what's wrong with his necktie around his neck? That ain't his necktie.
I'm gonna need 10 more minutes with him alone. Just leave us alone.
Why his necktie all around his shoulder? That ain't his necktie. Goddamn it. Man, close the
Stop being so
casket.
fucking nosy.
Oh man.
Eb, you watched that show on BET with Eve? I think it's called Madam. Well, she it's called Madam, but it's on BET. She have a script. She own a stripper club, but it's all males. And there's one dude on there. He uses it, and he uses it for the show. And when he went, and they had an episode when he went to the doctor told him that he had used it so much now that the nerves in it had died. So he was like,
He a sinner. Goddamn sinner. Yeah,
So
goddamn sinner.
they told him if he didn't stop using it, he was gonna lose it. So
That's
Oh,
horrible.
you gonna be
Hey,
that's messed up.
but guess what? Y'all know I work in the cancer center, right?
Yeah.
And when I say people can get cancer anywhere,
Oh
they can
shit.
get cancer anywhere.
yeah.
I would
I
cry.
didn't know that.
I would cry so many
Yeah.
tears.
I have a
For real.
patient and that has to get a penectomy.
What's that?
Oh
What
no.
that mean? They taking it away?
Ectomy. It means it's gone.
No.
Mhm.
Not that or my nigga Kevin Samuel. It's a lot of mourning. God damn.
Both dicks is
Why
dead,
y'all-
okay?
That
Both of
sounds
them
like
dicks
some
is
shit women
dead.
came up with. That sound like some women came up with that shit.
What up?
Put that shit on
Lorena
a
Bobby.
chopping block. Put it on chopping block.
Lorena Bobby came up with it.
Right. Just came up with this shit. You know you got cancer down there.
Is it worth
Fully
dying
healthy.
for? Is it worth dying for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going
Oh.
in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use it before I go.
Yep. I'm gonna be skin cancer all up in somebody.
Exactly. One last hoorah. I'm doing it. I'm out. I'm gonna drop the mic.
I don't want to be in a nursing home. Y'all nasty. I don't want to be in a nursing home. Y'all
Somebody
in.
grandma getting
Yeah, we're
straight
gonna be
cancer.
in there together. We all around the same age. We're gonna be right in there together.
Right.
Throwing
Grandma
jello
ain't
at
coming
each
here with no
other.
throat cancer. Hey, I don't know what happened.
Throwing jello and pudding at each other.
I just had throat cancer for that very reason, though.
Uh
For
huh.
what?
Who had it?
Who had throat cancer?
Michael Douglas, Fatal
Oh
Attraction.
yeah, he did say that. He was eating a goody goody.
He was in the
What's
back.
that girl name? What's his wife's name?
It came from HPV,
Yo,
I don't know what her name is.
that nigga.
genital warts. It comes from the HPV virus.
Damn.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. That's what her name is.
It wasn't her. I mean, that man's been around. He's already like 30 years older than
Oh
her.
no, he ain't get it from me. I was just trying to remember what her name was.
Where we got it from? That's
It
messed
is.
up. John gonna figure out where he got it from. Mike, holler at me, man. Who did this to you? Pour it out.
That remind me of this picture I saw of Magic Johnson, right? He on a boat with a whole bunch of women in bikinis. And the caption up under it said, "This was the day."
That's funny.
God damn. You know when them girls went in with him. They ain't care.
Oh, no, I like that meme.
I see that
I
shit.
like
laugh.
that meme. Max Jones where it said, "If I die before I turn 50, God play too much." And they got Magic Johnson picture up there talking about because this nigga still around.
No,
Yeah,
y'all know who's
Magic.
funny as fuck? Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb said, "I ain't scared of shit except for the mosquito that come out of Magic Johnson house."
Oh shit! Magic
Talking
Johnson
about
gonna outlive
we
all
went to
of
one of
us.
his pool parties. Said a nigga jump out the pool with a big ass sore on his leg. He said Corey was like, y'all better pour some more motherfucking bleach up in that water, boil that shit.
Oh shit!
Like, damn, country, like,
Hell no! Magic Johnson out here passing it around.
He was
But
That
going.
nigga, he gonna outlive everybody though.
undetectable. Y'all think he bought the cure?
Yeah, he did. He gonna outlive all of us. We're gonna be dead before he
Honestly,
is.
I honestly don't think he never had it.
That's what I
I
thought about
think he had
real
it.
shit.
I think he had it because
Huh?
at that point, he had to say something or risk his career. But
Now, I think they used his. I think they actually used his career to get awareness of. I mean, I can go deep with why I feel about that. But I personally think that they needed a well-known face to put it out there because it started hitting the wrong
but they
community.
already had a lot
Because
of people.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. But see, nobody famous was willing to put I mean, if you really look at it, look
like
at
to
it
be the
too, about
brand.
him to be the brand
brand.
because because
Okay.
if you really look at it, all the retired NFL players, sportsmen and stuff like that, Magic is really like, to my knowledge, one of the wealthiest ones. And he got his name and everything. Magic and shit you wouldn't think he was in. He silent partners with a whole lot of shit that you wouldn't even think. Like a couple, I work for Aramark. It's the uniform company, but they also like they do the clean of schools. They got the kitchen. He's like a silent partner in that. And then there was this other little small company. I was with SBC, the phone company. When they came out, I was doing SBC. That was actually him and somebody else, but he just was the silent partner. Nobody never knew. So his name he's in a lot of connected into a lot of things. And this stuff didn't start happening for him until after he came out with the fact that saying that he was HIV. So I honestly, that's just my opinion. That's just me, but I just feel like
did he get AIDS? Did
no,
it turn
he never.
to AIDS?
It never turned to AIDS. It never turned to AIDS. He's always lived with HIV, and he was the only one that got the cure for it.
Damn.
That motherfucker. But
Yeah.
But like I say, I agree with Miko on that because I know I had thought about that years ago, and the way people like guys like Eazy-E and all this other stuff was dropping off because of that virus, and that Magic right now in 2022 has been living with HIV/AIDS for 20 years. You know,
31.
right? You know,
This guy, I know his name is
92. I think he had it in 92.
Yeah, he came out with 92.
So 30 years.
So
this
like
guy
30.
I know, his name was his Tom. He was a real big time drug dealer, and he actually died from HIV complications. No, AIDS. He died from full blown AIDS. But I was, real close with him, and he told me himself, he was like, if it was a cure out here, I would have that cure. He said, if it was a cure out here, I would have that cure. He had the money for it. And he died really, really wealthy or whatever. He said, if it was a cure, I would have that cure. That's another thing that got me to thinking, because it's like he actually went through it, lived with it. Like he found out in 92 that he had it too, that he was HIV positive. And he talked me through, he told me the steps and the phases of everything that he had to go through. So this is me talking to him. And then you looking at Magic and you thinking about this stuff, which I've been said a long time ago, because when he started playing ball, he got fat in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
But get that shit to get small. That drug dealer might have had some money, but that drug dealer did not have wealth.
No, he didn't have Magic money. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying he didn't have money. Right, he didn't have Magic money. But like, I'm for sure if it was like he said, if it was a kid, he would know about it, because he did every single research, because he said he had to figure out how he was gonna live with it. Because when he found out about it, first of all, he was in the penitentiary. Second of all, It came from his wife, which he had out on the streets prostituting. So when he first got the news,
wait, well, hold on.
when he first got the news, it was his
Judge,
thought
get to that
to kill
Wait a minute.
himself.
We can't skip past that.
Judge, you gotta get to that part. The hell?
His wife.
He married her?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he set his wife out there to go home. Okay, if that's what you want to do, you want to spice up the anniversary, I get it.
He
But
like the sheriff.
No.
He
Listen,
went wrong?
listen to how they came into it. They were getting high. He didn't get half from having sex with. He actually got half from the needle, using the same needle as her. They got half. But he had to figure out a way how to live with the fact, knowing that he had HIV, that he was gonna die. So he therefore he did his research on it, and he dug deep into it to understand the disease and how he could get out here and how he could live among society with this disease, how he can come home and make something positive out of a negative. But yeah, he had his wife out there home. Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, who
He actually had three wives.
He was trying to
Damn,
postpone
what a
his
sinner.
ride to hell. That's what that was.
I got so many.
Yeah. He was he was trying to kill. He wanted to, when he first thought his first initiative, when they told him that he had it, was to kill himself. He said he was really contemplating killing himself.
Fuck himself. What about his wife?
Right.
I mean, they was all out there.
You ain't about to convince me that you got that. No. If I'm dying, this is iffy. You got to go with me, because no.
But his wife died. No, his wife called and she died. See, she ended up dying from it. He ended up turning something negative into a positive. He actually dealt with it. He found out in 92, and so he actually lived with it for like 11 years. Knowingly for 11 years.
Magic?
No, not magic. No, this.
Damn, you way lost in the conversation.
Right.
This drug dealer, this big time drug dealer that I know.
Give out the cookie.
Got cookie on the stroll.
And that's another thing. You gonna come home and tell a black woman you get her HIV and all she gonna do is smack you and say, "Let's go pray."
I bet I missed a little bit of that. I thought
It's gonna be some slow singing and flower bringing. I'm telling you.
Did y'all see that interview they did on the Steve Harvey show?
No.
Magic
I don't
Johnson
like
and
Steve
Cookie.
Harvey.
I can look it up.
I don't like him
I don't
either.
like
Now,
Steve
Eb,
Harvey.
I don't like him either. Back in the day, I was a big fan. I ain't gonna lie, I was a big fan. I don't like him no more now. I call him a coon now. But anyway,
He is a cool.
Magic Johnson, and his
cool.
right, Magic Johnson and Cookie came on the Steve Harvey show, and Steve Harvey asked her. Yeah, Cookie came. Steve Harvey asked Cookie. He said, "How did you feel, and what was your reaction when Magic came home and told you the news?" And she said, "He called me and said, I don't turn the TV on. I got something I need to tell you, but I need you to hear it out of my mouth." So she said, "Okay."
She turned the TV on.
Right. She said she could. She said she couldn't. She said she didn't. She didn't turn the TV on, but she said all that day she just couldn't, ease herself. She had to know. She was tensions and hyperventilating all that day, trying to figure out what it was he had to tell her. So when he got home and he sat her down and he told her what he told her, she said she smacked him and said, "Come on, we gotta go in the bedroom, so we can pray." And that's how they got through it.
So basically,
that's what they tell
That's some
people.
bullshit.
Right.
That's some bullshit
no
right there.
don't say
I'm gonna
let's
tell
go
you
pray.
one goddamn thing. It ain't even got to be as serious as goddamn HIV.
Hey, right.
You hear me?
We ain't going to sit down and pray together. She
That's
ain't gonna
what
let
I
me do
said.
that.
That's another reason that made me say Magic on some bullshit. Because what black woman gonna do that?
So the fucking Steve Harvey, because I wouldn't have allowed that bullshit to be said on my show unless I wasn't pandering. Fuck them. Him.
Damn,
Yeah,
man.
that
Man,
that's bullshit.
man,
I'm
it's
so
Steve
sick of
Harvey.
black
What Steve
Christians.
Harvey do to you?
Harvey a
I
coon.
hate Steve Harvey, his Mr. Potato Head looking at.
He do look like Mr. Potato.
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. What's wrong with Steve Harvey? He all good?
Harvey is a motherfucking stepping
Steve
second
Harvey a
ass
coon.
coon.
I don't
Why
like him.
couldn't it be
I
Steve
can't
Harvey that
stand
bad?
him.
Fuck Steve Harvey.
So y'all hate Kevin Samuels more than Steve Harvey.
Yup.
I rock with Kevin Samuels. Fuck Steve
Yeah,
Harvey.
I don't hate Kevin Samuels. I just didn't agree with everything that he said. I didn't agree with all his content.
Steve
I ain't
Harvey
gonna say I
worse than
didn't like
Kevin
him.
Samuels.
Now Steve Harvey, I don't like. I know, and the reason why I don't like how Steve Harvey treat black entertainers. He's another Stevie A to me when it comes to black entertainers. He's gonna uplift the white people and downgrade all the black people when they do something in the sped.
Let's pray for him and Kevin Samuels to switch places.
That motherfucker.
Right.
You know what? Tim Perry, but fucking both. Like for real. Fucking both.
And Stephen A. Smith. I don't like that clown
Stephen
either.
A. Smith,
That
I don't
nigga,
like Stephen A.
man, that
Smith,
dude
no.
I
is
can't
so fucking.
stand Stephen A. Smith.
I don't like him either.
Well,
I
They
don't like Ricky
motherfuckers
Smiley. I don't
listen.
like Ricky Smiley either, though. I don't like nobody that tear
I
down the
don't
black
like
community.
none of them cool shit comedians is funny to me because it's like they dirty as fuck and y'all sitting up here trying to spread. Ain't no hate like Christian love. You hear me?
Right.
Preach that shit,
I don't
Ebony.
like that.
Say that shit.
Damn. Shut up, John.
Mika,
Why?
Yearbook.
how does Ricky Smiley tear down the black community?
Who?
You say what?
How does Ricky Smiley tear down the black community?
Yeah, they all tear down.
He do the same thing. He do the same thing that Steve Harvey and them all do. The minute that a black person, a black entertainer go into the news for something bad, I'm talking about he all over the show telling what they did wrong, how they should have did it. But he don't do the white entertainers the same way. He gives them a benefit of the doubt. He's gonna give you a point of view. He's gonna want you to see it from their point of view. But he don't see nothing from the black entertainers' point of view.
You know what? And I'm not a Steve Harvey fan at all. But I will say this as a black man, okay, because he is in fact a black man. Okay. Now my thing is, now I can tell you like this, I do the same shit. I don't sit up and worry about or deal with what white people do and all they bullshit because I'm not white. My main concern as a black man is black people, the black woman, the black man, the black child. That's my concern. So that's where I'm gonna focus my energy at. And that's where I'm gonna offer up my constructive criticism as what could have been done differently or what could have been done better, you know, because that's what we need. There's no accountability in the black neighborhoods, in the black community today. It's because you got two different things going on. There's a whole big separation. It's a power struggle going on, and there's no accountability. So we do need black men to step up and say, hey, this is wrong, this is right. We need that because if what we got right now is that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, whatever, it's all good. We have no standards in the black community today. So I'm okay with him. If that's what he's doing, I'm okay with him doing that.
The thing with that is, it's okay if that's what he's doing, but don't take another celebrity of an opposite race and want me to understand when they get out here and do something that's not approval, something that's bad, a crime or something like that, and expect for me to try to see things from their point of view, but you're not trying to get me to see things from a color man's point of view.
I'm gonna tell you what.
That's why I say that. That's why I say they coons. That's why I say they coons, because you can they'll get on here, and I know like we all disagree with Kanye West. We all disagree with what's his name?
Okay.
R. Kelly. We all disagree. Well, I don't disagree with R. Kelly.
Nope.
But you know, like them people, like they would get on here and they would tear them down. They say they don't deserve this, they don't deserve that.
Don't
But
take his music.
somebody else, of another race can get on here and do the same thing, and they will have a problem with, like, you know, when Charlie Sheen got into his mess, they made every excuse of why he did what he did and wanted us to see everything from his point of view when he was willingly around here just spreading AIDS.
Who made the excuses for Charlie Sheen? What black person made?
Ricky Smiley, when he had said something, Charlie Sheen, I think he had like made it seem like something about Charlie Sheen got the money, so the women's gonna flock to him. They not gonna,
Right.
you know, he came up with excuse of that, but still and all, what he was doing was wrong. It wasn't right. Just because women's gonna flock to him, he should have told them. Of course, they gonna flock to your money, but that's the same thing. We could say the same thing with Bill Cosby. We could say the same thing with Kels. Any of them like that. We could say the same thing that women's gonna flock to them because of their money or whatever. I just feel like that. Don't sit there and try to make it seem like it's kind of okay. You're gonna say it's okay and give me a reason why I should be cool with this, but don't be a reason why I should be cool with what this guy do.
I don't think it's
because he of a color. I don't. That's how I took it. That's just my opinion. That's how I took it. I used to listen to him every day. Steve Harvey. I was a Steve Harvey fan. I saw Steve Harvey at the Walmart on Cicero and North Avenue, and I followed that man through the whole store. I'm talking about. I followed him through the whole store. I was a real big fan of his, and then listening to his show, I didn't like the way he did. Honestly, what really turned me off, I didn't like the way he did Monique.
What did he say about Monique?
When Monique got blackballed, and she wouldn't apologize and this and that, he's always big on, he a man, his whole thing was, you gotta live, you gotta do the money. He was like, you gotta stand up for your cause, stand up for your culture, this and that. But you on a different money scale, so you gotta do what these people say do. You can't do stuff your way. But then you got who was the other guy? It was another actor, I think it was, that wouldn't do it, and they didn't blackball him. And he can make an excuse, but he understood why they didn't blackball him. But there was the same flavor with Monique.
Okay, but you gotta understand this. If this country is as racist as black people make it out to be, then we should know where we stand, whether we celebrities or not. We should know that we don't own the chessboard, we just pawns on the chessboard. So be it as it may, that the rules are different for us. Okay, so then my thing is that when you step out of line and you in that scale, that you know that there's consequences that come for you, but that may not come for a white person.
So how do you stand up for your culture if you allow that to keep going on? Like, I mean, do you know what Monique was actually blackballed for?
Well,
do you know what she was actually blackballed for?
A couple of things. Okay.
But the main thing was she was blackballed because she didn't want to give thanks to BET.
For what?
She didn't want she didn't want to give thanks, not BET, the Grammy. She didn't want to give thanks to the little speech that they have to say. She didn't want to say that.
Okay.
And they got mad because she didn't feel like that she owed them a thanks. That they didn't help her get to where she was at. Not saying that they the people that was actually giving out the Grammy, they have to thank whoever them people is. She felt like she didn't want to say that. And she felt like she shouldn't have had to say that, and she got torn apart for not wanting to say that.
I can see why. It's because you don't own the chessboard. You a pawn. It don't make a difference. We see Monique. We think, oh, she's this big celebrity star, whatever. Steve Harvey, Denzel, you go down the line. But none of us own the chessboard. At the end of the day, if they don't put money behind us, then we don't eat. That's the facts. Okay? Because we don't own a fucking thing. So be it as it may, yeah, you can stand up all day long, all you want to, but do know that there's going to be consequences to you standing up, and black folks ain't going to stand in solidarity with you at the end of the day. That's been proven over and over and over and over and over. I always say, and this kind of ties in with it,
Like, when you see niggas that hustle, right? Niggas will be out there hustling. There'll be 20 niggas out there getting money. They all get money together. They all clubbing together. They all partying together. But when the police come, they catch you by yourself. And now you got to deal with the consequences. It's the same principle in every aspect that you can think of, whether it's Hollywood, whether it's blue collar, white collar, whatever. When the shit hits the fan and you decide you want to step out of bounds, then you yourself got to deal with the consequences, because we don't own anything. We don't own this shit because we don't have solidarity. We're too busy worried about what we can get individually instead of worrying about what we can all do collectively. And we're too petty and we're too fucking ignorant and divisive to group together to have something collectively. Okay? So we are individuals out here. It may be some spurts here. You got some Greeks over here. You got some Masons over here. You got some union guys over here. Okay? But that's just that little small little circle. But collectively as a people, no, we're individuals. And they know that. This is why they could give her, or they could blackball her, and black folks won't stand in solidarity to make sure she get a fair share. See? So this is the game that we chose. So it's like when you talk about somebody, I think you brought up Kanye. I didn't agree with me. Okay, I agree with Kanye. With this one thing, as far as I'm concerned, slavery was a choice. And I say this because there's nothing new under the sun. The same thing that's happening now was happening back then. It never changed. We was always petty. Even though there was white motherfuckers instigating the shit, we perpetuated it. It's the same thing happening today that happened in slavery. That's going to happen 100 years after we all dead and gone. Because we don't want to do better. We don't want to, we rather exist in a white system than to work with our own people. That's the fact.
So Monique trying to change that and step out of that culture and try to step into something else. She get ridiculed because now she don't want to act right. You just said we want to live in this society. She chose not to live that way. She chose to thank the ones that helped her, get to where she was at today. And it wasn't the people that gave her that Grammy that helped her get there. I see why I understood her point. It wasn't the ones that helped her, that gave her the Grammy that helped her get there. She wanted to thank everybody along the way. You know what I'm saying? Not, I hate when they get them long speeches, but she just wanted to think about making sure she covered everybody who helped her.
That's fine.
Them giving her that Grammy did not help her get that Grammy. She just they gave it to her because she earned that Grammy on her own with her work. She put her hard work in there with the little bits of seasoning that the people are close to her helped her get to that. Okay. Steve Harvey was like, "You got to play by their rules." Why do we always sit up here saying, why we always got to play by their rules? Why we can't step up and start having our own rules? But the minute somebody do try to step up, we tear them down.
Because we don't.
And then the thing, like I say, I like to mention Kanye West because Kanye West is really, to me, screaming for help. He needs help, some counseling. He needs some type of assistance, some type of help, some type of therapy, some type of something. Someone to grab him by his collar and say something to him and let him know, brother, this is not it. But tearing him down and calling him this and that, no, that's not it. But then let it be a white person going through the same thing, then y'all wanna talk to them. And that's how Steve Harvey and them all do. They want to tell them, they want to bring them on the show. Let me talk to you. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you that. They ain't on their show tearing them down like they tearing the black people down.
Okay, number one. I'm gonna answer that, but I want to say one thing. Y'all want to do one more before we get out of here? Because I'm sure we can say some more. Y'all want one more before we get out? Because we got a minute left on this one.
I'm good.
Now I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up in the morning.
Okay, so that's me. Gotta get up. Yeah.
I said, fuck Steve Harvey, fuck Kevin Samuels, fuck who the fuck else? Ricky Smiley.
Because real shit.
Fuck all of them.
One more. It's
And
on,
I'm gone.
it's on y'all.
Fuck all of them. Not Kevin Samuels, man.
Y'all want to do one more or what? What's up?
I'm gone, y'all.
I know you got to get up. I get it. Everybody else, what's up? What's up?
All right, well, let's call it then. If it's all the women gonna be gone, that's gonna get awkward.
Okay, well, shit. Okay,
We love that picture of M. Oh, M's so cute.
Go to hell, Johnny. I swear to God. I'm finna file my toenails into a point and I'm gonna scratch the fuck out of you. Just wait.
John, send that picture to everybody. Send it